Okay, we're doing science. You need to know this for today because tomorrow we're doing an experiment, okay?
Yay!
I know, it's been a long time. I know, it's been a long time, but we are doing an experiment tomorrow, okay? You're good, Mohammed? Tomorrow we're doing a science experiment. Okay? Alright. Thank you for having your voices off and logged in. Yes, Bo?
All of us or just you?
All of us. Every single one of you is doing one at your desk, okay?
Finally.
Okay. So, lesson 3, plate movement and mountain building. So we're learning about plates moving and how mountains are built. Okay? No, right now. Thank you for asking. Okay, focus question. Mohammed, put your mask on, please. Ledger, mask on. Ariana, quickly. Okay, our focus question for today. Are the moving plates of Earth's crust involved in building the Earth's surface? So the Earth that we stand on, was it made from plates being moved and shifted? Okay? Or in forming mountains? And if so, how? So we're going to need to think about that question by the end of the lesson, okay? Are you logged in, Mohammed?
No.
Okay, quickly log in, please. Okay, let's answer some questions. Ready? Okay, think back to last week. Our question was, what happens to Earth's surface that causes mountains to form? Okay, so what did we learn? What did we learn about that question last week? Does anybody remember? How are mountains formed?
This will work. Work.
How are
There you go.
How are mountains formed?
Idiot like Ledger.
Mohammed, that was not nice. Mohammed, focus, okay? Put your mask on. Okay, think about it. How are mountains formed? 5, 4, think about it. 3, Ledger, think about it. 2, 1.
Why did my Chromebook go back to normal like that?
Mohammed, why are you yelling? Dylan, that's not helping. Okay, pull your mask on, please. Okay, how are mountains formed? Answer the question.
Air. Air and oxygen. Fire. No. Ledger doesn't know nothing. It's made out of sand. It has stuff to do with the core and the flat surface of top.
Okay, it has stuff to do with the core. That's part of it.
The gravity.
What is the core? Is it hot or cold?
It's cold. Not hot.
It is hot. It's very hot, right? So that heat keeps going up and going up and going up. And what does it do? The heat keeps going up. What does it do? It keeps hitting the what?
Oh my god! Why does it keep showing my Chromebook like this?
Mohammed. Thank you. Okay, so it has to do with the core. So write it down then. I guess that's what you're going to write down. It has to do with Earth's core. Period. What are some ways mountains are created? What are some ways that mountains are created? Do you remember?
Tectonic plates colliding.
Okay.
Where did number go?
By tectonic plates colliding with each other.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything else?
My Chromebook is broken. Something's wrong.
Period. Does anybody have anything else to add to this? Okay. So what did we learn about Earth's tectonic plates? What did we learn about them? Think back to the video that we watched on Thursday. What did tectonic plates do? What are they always doing? They're always moving. Good. Write it down. Tectonic plates are always moving, shifting, and later. Okay, last one. Did it get fixed, Mohammed? Did it get fixed? Oh, sorry. And this marker's dead, so I should remove it.
This is a tectonic plate. So see, they go like this, and then this top here. This is how mine happens. So when they're slowly moving like this, and then they hit each other and fall down.
Okay, ready for the next one?
No.
Okay, about 1 minute. Okay. Mohammed, can you put it down, please?
My brother said I was.
Okay, next slide. All right, so now let's read this slides together, okay? So, what are all the different movements that might be happening at the boundaries between the different plates, okay? So, tectonic plates have different kinds of way that they are moving or shifting, okay? So, the first one, imagine that your hands are two tectonic plates. So, you have two hands, two tectonic plates. Hold them out in front of you. Hold them out in front of you. Thank you, Alejandro. Thank you both. Thank you, Dylan. And your desk is slowly moving rock under the surface of the Earth's crust. Okay? So place your hands side by side on your desk with your index finger lying next to each other. So like this. So your thumb is kind of tucked under. Okay? Got it? So like this. My thumb is tucked under the tectonic plate. So now imagine the different ways your hand plates could move along the boundary between them while still resting on your desk. So if you put them on your desk, what are different ways that they can move? So start moving them.
Like this.
So pushing away from each other. They cannot move everywhere because they still have to be on the desk. So put your hands on the desk. Good, Bo.
You can go like that.
So one can move forward, one can move backward.
One can move forward.
Okay.
And then both of them can shift like this and then that. Happy World Teacher
Okay.
Day.
Thank
Happy
you.
Teacher Day.
So another way is they can shift apart, right? They can shift apart. Watching. And what can they shift together? Even closer. If you have them right here, can they keep pushing against each other?
They can go like
Yes. So another way is to push against each other, and they push so hard, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing until one goes over the other, right? Because there's so much pressure and so much
and then
moving.
And then one can go like there.
Right.
There can be right here and this and one's on a tectonic.
Yep, one will eventually go over the other. Okay. So how many different ways can they move? How many different ways did we get? So we said shifting like this against each other, shifting away from each other, and shifting together, right? Okay, so how many different ways did we get?
Well, there's actually
3. Thank you, Alejandro.
there's actually hundreds of ways they can move, but we only discovered 3.
Okay. Okay, so what happens when they move like that? New landforms are being created when they're constantly shifting, okay? Okay, so now think about what might happen to the Earth's surface if the plates moved those same ways. What do you think? So now if the Earth's surface is moving just how the ways that our hands were moving, what's happening to Earth's surface?
It's tiring.
Okay, you can create layers when
It's
there's
like an
one
onion.
moving on top of the other.
Earth is like an onion.
It's like an onion and it has layers. But the Earth's surface. We're focusing on the Earth's surface, okay? Okay, so what kind of things are created with the tectonic plates that are constantly shifting those 3 ways? This way,
Mountains, volcanoes.
this way, this way.
Oceans, mountains, volcanoes.
Okay, so mountains. Oops, not mountain. Mountains, comma, volcanoes, comma, and what happens when they're
What page
shifting?
are you on?
I don't know, you might not have this page, that's okay.
No.
And if they're shifting away, it can create canyons as well. Okay? Push. Okay, and canyons. Push. Okay, do any of these plates movements result in mountains being formed? Push.
Videos.
Got it?
And what?
Okay, do any of these plate movements that we discovered result in mountains being formed? Yes or no? Yes or no? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ariana. Yes. Okay, got it? Ledger focus. Yes, Ariana. Okay, next slide.
No, don't erase it yet.
Oh, I think that's our last one, right?
Wait, so school's over. Yes. I'll play with
Okay. Any questions?
so about I think Noah should get everyone.
Okay, you got it?
Injury in this state of tag. Alright. Wait, that's it?
That is it. All right, so for tomorrow, we are going to be having an experiment that has to do with how we were using our hands as tectonic plates, okay? So remember the different ways that they can shift forward and backward, farther apart or pushing against each other all the time, which eventually creates so much tension that one tectonic plate will go over the other, or one will go under the other. Okay? Alright, once you have that done, go ahead and click submit on Google Classroom. Turn in.